Hey y'all, this is Eleni Brooks, a local realtor here in the Houston, Texas area, and today I'm interviewing Jeremy, the owner of Red Star Inspections.
Hello.
If you have any questions for an inspector, please post them in the comments and we'll have Jeremy come back and answer them later. So we'll get started. Jeremy, what is included or what is a general inspection?
Okay, what's a general inspection? There's 5 main components. So you have structural, electrical, plumbing, AC and heating, and appliances. So that's going to cover everything except cosmetic issues like dirty carpet to scratch on a cabinet. Things like that wouldn't be an inspection. But as far as like structural, for example, we're getting on your roof, we're crawling in your attic space, we're checking your foundation, we're pretty much with plumbing, we're running all the fixtures, and electrical, we're testing all the outlets, light switches. We're on the electrical panel, we're actually taking the panel cover off and looking in there just to make sure everything's wired properly or any issues. And that's a good example where a part of our inspection also offers a thermal camera. So with this thermal camera, we can see if there's issues with that panel. And also with the thermal camera, there's stuff like minor leaks that we can see within the walls. And a huge thing that we always get for new construction is missing insulation in the walls.
Oh yeah.
And that just jumps out at you. And I even had a new construction that when I used the thermal camera, I looked at a room and the whole thing just flashed. I was like, there's something wrong with my camera. I looked, the whole room had nothing. No insulation at all whatsoever. And it was hotter in there. It was like 20 degrees hotter too.
Yeah.
You could feel it. Like there was such a big difference.
Yeah.
So those are the main components. And with the foundation, we're offering now zip level. And so that is very important because we can save our buyer a lot of money using that. Because what we can tell with that is if there's been minor movement or major movement. And a lot of times if you don't have that tool, you won't be able to tell that. And you'll suggest a structural engineer, and when you do that, it costs $1,000 to $1,500 to get that guy to come out, which we can fix with that zip level and say, no, it's just minor, you don't need them.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so important to have that.
That's awesome. And y'all are now getting certified to do termite inspections.
Correct. Yeah, we're going to be Red Star termite inspections, and we're probably about a month away from that. So we'll be including that in our inspections.
That's awesome for additional cost.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So they're going to be a one-stop shop, which is a fantastic deal. And then, what are some tips you can give the buyer once they get the inspection report?
When they get the inspection report, always focus on the major things. We're going to have a lot of stuff in it, and you might be overwhelmed and scared, but a lot of it's like could be an outlet that doesn't work, to a P-trap under a sink that has a minor leak. Those are little minor things not to stress out about. So I would worry about, okay, how's the foundation look? How does the roof look? What's going on with the AC? Those are what really matter to a house. Because even if your house is perfect, and that's never happens, but even if it was, you're still down the road, you're going to have all those minor issues regardless, no matter what.
Right.
So,
just natural wear and tear.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would the major components is what really matter.
And is it true that the older the home, generally the more items are on there?
No, I got to tell you, with my experience, it could be different with other inspectors, but my experience, it was always that home that was around 15 years old, 20 years old were the worst because everything was going out.
Yes.
So, if the AC survived for 15 years for some reason, it's still there. Or, the shingles, even though they're supposed to be 30 years, they usually don't last that long, and they're about to go out. So in a way, when I was doing inspections personally, I liked either the newer ones or the older ones.
Yeah.
A lot of times if they were remodeled and redone.
That makes sense.
It seemed like in the 90s where it was tough doing those inspections because there's so much little things.
Gotcha. So I have a question. Do you find better results when the homeowner has done the maintenance on the home, like in the spring and in the fall for the air conditioner?
Oh yes, definitely. That's huge. And because even let's say the AC system, and they're always getting a service, things like that, that's huge because it prevents wear and tear and it lasts longer.
Awesome.
So no doubt.
Okay, very good. And are there any common questions that you get from buyers?
Common questions? A lot of times they're worried about, it seems like a lot of them are worried about the cosmetic things, because that's, if you're not an inspector, they don't know what they're looking at. So they're usually a lot of times worried about all the cosmetic parts.
Gotcha.
And that's where we kind of have to steer them that's not, a big issue. Let's focus on the big things.
Gotcha. Awesome. Okay. Well, so Red Star Inspections, you're open 6 days a week?
Yes.
Inspections. And they're going to be offering termite inspections in about a month. And if you can follow them on Facebook, Red Star Inspections, and the website is redstarinspections.com. And if you know anybody who wants to buy, sell, or lease, give them my number, 281-818-2698. And if you need an inspection, what's y'all's number?
832-643-9724.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jeremy. Bye, y'all. Have a good
All
day.
right. Take care.